How you doing? I am sitting in the middle of what we're calling Snowmageddon in the South. I just realized I put my makeup on in the dark. But I've got about an hour of power before it goes back off again, so I thought I would do this recording. I can tell, I don't know, it looks like I'm lagging behind, so I'm not sure if this is even going to record, but I need this. I need to do this for grounding as much as I need to do it to maintain consistency on Honeybee You Tarot. So let's just jump right into it. Anything that you need to know about these readings is going to be in the description box below. Please take a second just to hit like, give me a comment, let me know how I'm doing for you. Share and subscribe, hit that little bell that you see, then you'll get alerts for when the readings are coming up. I so appreciate that. It costs nothing and just creates a community. All right, thank you so much. So let's see, let's look and see what part of self wants to come up today. What part of self wants to be seen and heard? Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, look at that. A father reading a book to his children. Again, this is non-gender specific. Take this however it resonates for you. Of course, I'm using tarot to have a dialogue with this part. This is not therapy. This isn't what therapy looks like, but it is a way to connect. Tarot is a way to connect with your higher, wiser self, if you will. And, you know, I'm just exploring that, and I want you to explore that too. There are questions for reflection also in the description box. So here he is reading a book to his children, all snuggled up in their PJs with a lamp light on. We've got a daughter and a son and a little quilt or something behind his head. Okay, so let's see. If this is your first time to see this series, I set up the chakra or the energy centers here to formulate the questions and the dialogue. So this part, what does it say that it has? Here we go. Oh, yes, it's a nurturing leader, nurturing king. So he has responsibilities to his family, to his society. He's stable. He's he does not get carried away with his emotions, and you know, he sits calmly and confidently in his seat, having been through probably many experiences where emotions may have taken over him, but also he's learned, I think, as the king, if I'm looking at their journey through the cups, I think he's learned a lot about love and loss. I think he's learned a lot about the complexities of love in his life and the depths and the differences. Okay, so he has come into his kingship, and now he is a father. Okay, nurturing the and there's a little doggy there. Who else is sitting there? Oh, I don't have my readers. Well, the doggy's listening too, okay? So everybody listens. Okay, I want sitting in a big red chair. Okay, so red, the color red does relate to the base chakra. It is about safety, security, survival, you know, your tribe. Okay. Woo. What do I want? Just making sure. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant. I want a commitment. I want to live by my codes, my ethics, my morals. I want to be the potentially, okay, here, because he is the father, I'm combining all the images. You know, I want to be the student as much as I want to be the teacher, and I want to continue to be in that position as a creator. God, sorry, I'm trying to rush, so I'm sorry. The sacral chakra is about relationships. It's about creativity. It's about sexuality. So I think this person really enjoys and wants the home, the family, the 2.5, the stability that comes with being in a commitment and living by certain, you know, code of ethics. Okay, so now we're looking at the solar plexus. So I can or I will. We have the sun. Like, what? How happy and joyful. Okay. Living their bliss, following their sun, living their inside out, shining bright in the world, the red little kundalini. This little red thing is kind of like the kundalini energy. So a very vibrant, happy, everything I've ever wanted, everything I am as a young creative. You know how like in the Bible they say Jesus says, live or be like the children, right? So curious, but joyful, playful, you know, do not fear. Okay. So I can and I will. Wow. This is amazing. Interesting. Okay. Ace of Swords. So enlightenment and truth. Piercing through. Maybe. Why do I want to say the powers that be? I don't know why I want to say. The devil is at the bottom. So it could be, yes, piercing through the structures, the things that I, or were set up for me, the old paradigms, like there's a piercing through that for a new truth, a new perspective and enlightenment. Okay, like this is who I want to be. This is what I want to say. This is how I want to live. This is how I want to perceive my life. Followed by the Ace of Cups. I mean, love, joy, grace, forgiveness, divine, did I say grace? You know, my cup overfloweth. I love myself. I know that I am one with the divine. I am loved, and therefore I can love. And that will sit right on top of the Hierophant. Wow, this is gorgeous. Okay. Now it follows up with 2 4s, the 4 of Cups. Okay. So let me take a second to see what's going on here with the Hierophant. And 4 of Swords. So, you know, I can and I will, I think, get to this place where this person says, no, I create my reality. I don't have to be held back from the past, although held back in the past, if there was any of this kind of energy, right? Something that I needed to walk away from, but towards more. Less about walking away from one thing and more about walking towards my bliss, my truth, what I want to be my truth, what I know I can create, what I will create for myself. Master builder, Saturn, Capricorn, Devil, also oppressive sometimes, right? Addiction, very toxic, problematic, chained down. Okay, so take any of this or do your own reading, but this is the dialogue that I'm having right now. And so with Four of Cups and Four of Swords, we're looking at emotional energy with the mental energy, both sort of on pause. So I'm considering, I'm thinking about, I'm reflecting on where I've been and where I maybe want to go. I'm thinking about potentially regrets. I'm meditating. I'm taking a time out before I take my next action step, before I maybe make another decision, before I, yeah, okay? So I think this person, like I said, they've been through the journey, to me, based on what I just said, is the King of Cups. He's had a journey through cups, you know, lots of emotion along his path, lots of experience with complexities and emotions along its path. Okay, so putting it all together. All right, what, let's see. I love, sorry guys, I gotta stop talking so much. Okay, I want to collaborate. I want to build something with someone. Maybe I need to seek out a counselor. Maybe I need to seek whatever it is that I want to build. Either I am the expert, or I could seek the counsel of others who are expert in order to build what I want. You know, in this picture, they're building a church. So we've got like this, you know, lots of this like religious imagery here. Whoo! I love, you know, this new exciting opportunity. I feel so alive, passionate, sexy, independent, and abundant, and understanding of, you know, self as capable of manifesting, building even more, right, to get to the 10 of Pentacles, but which would be sort of maybe like the legacy, right, that you leave behind, but certainly very pleased with the abundance that that has been created thus far. Okay, I love that what I have done and created in my independence, whatever that looks like. Okay, so far. Okay, and moving into calmer waters. Yeah, moving into calmer waters. I'm enjoying this new sort of lease and perspective on life. I speak. Okay, how does this part communicate? Okay, so I speak is the throat chakra, but this is also about listening. Whew. Okay, 5 of Swords. There can be some conflict here. Lovers, choice, and the Fool. Spontaneity, potential, impulse, moving with impulse. So it looks like, you know, maybe some, you know what, I'm wondering if this person is, what's at the bottom? Oh, yeah, I was going to say, is conflicted about something. At the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. So this is about choice, avoidance of making a decision, denial, or needing to tune everyone out so that they can make a decision. And of course, we had the Four of Swords below there. So, you know, there's some conflict in communication right now. Either what you're saying or what's being said, or maybe just your understanding of yourself, of the self within this person. I don't know. Where's the mom in this picture? You know, I don't know. Move this out of the way. There's a choice here. Lovers is, do I want to come into relationship loving my independence, loving my role as a father? Maybe I have a new choice to make. You know, we've got all of these aces here with the Fool. Like there is something could be calling to this very independent, grounded person who's like enjoying his life, but is it too stable? Something's coming to a completion, I'm not sure. I'm trying not to do reading. Okay, so I speak, I see. Okay. So we're third eye. How does this part of self, or what does this part of self see? This part of self see. Woo! Potentially wants to be a business owner, is imagining himself, you know, as very successful, has his coin, sees a turn of fortune. The wheel of fortune is turning for him. So, because we've got the wheel of fortune here. Yeah, here's that legacy I was just talking about. You know, so we've got the independence, but not the whole picture, right? The legacy. Maybe moving into that. That's kind of what they're meditating and envisioning and thinking about right now, using that third eye to bring that in. All right, I feel like one flipped and one flew out, but I could be wrong. Let me make sure. I hate it when I go back and I see the card that didn't find. Okay, so I know. Wow, and here's the Queen. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so the Queen here has a truth, okay? She is wise, experienced, a teacher. She does not play around. Many times she's like the divorced woman. But it doesn't matter. This is a part. And so I don't know if this part could be in their dreams or meditations, maybe wanting to bring in, you know, that Queen into their lives. Okay, so here he is, and here he is. There is a choice. Okay, now this could be himself as well. This Queen has freed herself from any limiting beliefs, any of the mental issues, any of the mental constraints, anxieties and stuff. She has freed herself and she knows her path. She's gained wisdom from her journey and for working through, you know, past programming, really. Okay. And so she can be harsh sometimes because her truth, she's very convicted in her truth, but she's very clear. She's clear in the way that she speaks. She's clear in the way that she communicates. She doesn't play around. She's not messing around. She doesn't talk about out of two sides of her mouth. She says what she means and she means what she says. And she doesn't accept anyone else who doesn't do the same. Okay. So maybe he wants to be like that, or maybe he would like to bring in a partner who is like that. I know. So I think, you know, if we were just to take this person separately, we would just say that they have, you know, a clear vision and knowledge of self. Okay. There's lots of potentials there. Bottom of the deck. You know, I've been through a lot on my own. I felt I have felt isolated. I have felt without. I have felt lack. I have stumbled through so much. And I know now who I am and what I am made of. And spirit comes from within me. I save me. And my faith saves me and helps me. That's my truth. That's my truth. That is what has helped me to be in the role and create the stability, not only for myself, but to offer that to my children and my doggy. And, you know, the simple things are wonderful, right? Okay. Quickly. What is my roll? What is my roll? I wonder how this is going to turn out. This is my roll. Okay, we're going to pull this one. Ooh, expansion. Okay. What's happening here? Oh, we got a pregnant lady. We've got somebody coming from spirit. Ooh, yeah. I'm just going to say this. Creating a legacy. Okay. Growing within myself. Growing past any limitations. Whoa. Okay. What is my... Alrighty then. What are my fears? Okay. Service. What I just heard, I'm just going to go with it, is I could get locked down. Impatience. What I want won't come fast enough. Destiny. Maybe I'm fated to, Wow. Look at these, there's two people bowing before the elders here, black and white. Maybe, you know, if I make the wrong choice, you know, am I choosing a path that's going to continue like what I've had, or can I move forward? I mean, is this bad karma where I've been? Can I do this? Right? I might be afraid of expecting and living and experiencing joy because it can get taken away from me. And vanity, you know, who am I to think so big? Who am I to think that I could deserve all of this? Not all of this will resonate for you. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Okay, if I did not have to fear or work so hard, maybe if I could, connect with my higher self, if I could allow myself to believe in my own growth and expansion. Quest. Okay. Quest. How would I feel? Ooh, might be in a rejection here. Okay. Forgiveness. Okay. You know what? I think if I go off on this quest and journey that is right for me, allow myself to follow my bliss, I may face rejection. But I may encounter forgiveness for myself, or for others, or maybe I can, be forgiving of others because they have their own parts that, they wrestle with and that create judgments in their lives. Again, we're just dialoguing for today with what is coming up. So this is not like a one-size-fits-all exploration at all, which is why I gave you questions to reflect on in the description box. Okay, all that glitters, 16. I have a feeling this is not going to be real helpful, but we'll see. All that glitters. Okay, interesting. 16 resonates to 7. So 7s for me are choice points for personal or spiritual growth. It does seem like there's a choice here or a dilemma, which is odd, right? Because it looks so comforting and stable and secure, and yet maybe there is a dilemma here. Fate, karma, acceptance, and that there are things you cannot change, and knowing, no, that's not it. Melissa. Okay. I'm sorry. All that glitters. A need to see beyond the superficial. The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly new thing. Being mercurial. Interesting. Yeah, okay, so I don't have time to get into it. It's only human to want to adore oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Excellent question. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I hope this recording records and I can get it uploaded. I'm in the middle of Snowmageddon, like I said, so power is off and on, but I'm going to try to do as many recordings, and these will not be posted until the following week when all the snow will be melting. So I hope you are doing well. Be well. Thank you. Bye-bye.